Yeah, I know.
It's not desirable. It might not be desirable, but it's right. With men, it's actually blood flow.
Yeah.
Right? It's actually blood flow. So it's more than just
An impulsive
Women think,
thought.
oh, men
an
are horny all the
impulsive
time.
thought.
Yeah.
You can just get it out. No.
Sometimes you need to marinate the meat.
So when you see, so like, you
No,
see,
I think all the time.
see that? Yeah.
No,
yeah,
do you know that made me laugh? Because Reese went,
Can we get it cracking?
yeah, what cracking? What's the crack? Yeah, what is the crack?
It's episode 194.
No,
No,
it's
5.
195.
It's about 195 the DSP podcast with my
Never been to 195.
cast with myself, Reese, who's
Yeah,
here
we
in the
can be the
studio.
cast.
To my left,
Drinks.
to my right,
I'm your little northerner.
behind the camera.
It's bypassed it.
Two quick things. One, find it funny. I kickball with someone the other day. His last name was Drinkwater, and I ended up calling him Drink for the whole game, which was making me laugh.
Don't have it.
Because I couldn't call his name. Obviously, his first name is Dominic. So I called man TD. It sounds mad, right? Yeah.
What?
So
Titty.
that's what it sounds like.
Titty.
So I just called my drink.
T-I-double-D-Y.
Secondly, to the listeners of the pod, we do apologise. We've understood from February that we've been a very fractured podcast. You haven't seen me here for a few episodes, or Kay or O. Mark's probably been the only pillar
Consistent
that
one.
has currently stood.
We've held it together.
Kind of like the Mount Rushmore of the podcast, the only president that has remained. So I do apologise about that, but we are getting better. Mark, how you doing?
I'm alright. I've had a positive day. So yeah, I'm good. I'm gravy.
Gabriel, how you doing?
Been good. It's been a good week.
Also, thank you for last week for you and your friend. I'm not sure what his name was. Who was on the pod who filled in.
Yeah.
So
We saw him after we left as well.
We saw him after-
Yeah.
Shout out to Iron.
He likes the podcast. He likes the vibe and everything.
Yeah, man.
really good episode, which I liked. And Kay, how you doing?
I'm good, you know. I just I'm good now. I've had I would say a week, but I've had a rough 2 weeks. But within that 2 weeks, I've had obviously a blessing of a new job. I'm alive and well. Home life could be better. A lot better.
Say word.
Huh?
Say word, son.
Just home life could be better. Like everything, personal life and home life, everything could be better. But shout out to my partner. Actually, he's been my rock recently.
Big H.
Yeah.
Say H.
Big H.
Because Jamaicans, you
You said
pronounce it
it's
with
a
a H.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
H apostrophe.
It's not the
Big
E,
H.
it's a H. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Big H. Oh, that's the name still. No, I'm alright. It's refreshing to break
Wait a
away
sec.
from.
Was he at your birthday party that we was at?
Yeah, he's been at all of them. Yeah.
The one that we was at.
30th. Yeah, but we weren't actually together at the time. We
Okay.
was rekindling kind of. We got back together.
When you see H, know what's happening.
No, we
If I
weren't
scab
from
it again.
rekindling that
Give
time.
space
We
for
got
me
back
room.
together 2 months after that. I just realised.
Zing zang zoom.
But yeah. No, apart from things at home and just life and everything in general, just not being where I want it to be at the moment.
Don't know,
I'm
Jones.
actually just in a good mood. I'm going to be with my family in East for a little bit, so that'll be refreshing. But I
You
have
say
to
refreshing or refreshing?
refreshing. I have to say, my going into the office and my atmosphere around being in the office has been so nice as well.
It's good to have a breakaway.
It is. It's just, it breaks up my week 'cause I don't think I could be looking at the same four walls, working from home every day. Like, it's nice to get out.
I think I'm more productive in the office, you know. I think I'm actually more productive in the office.
I am.
Do you not
You
like
feel what?
going to the office?
I do.
I do now.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I have great colleagues, so
How
I
many days do you have to go
like.
to the office, though?
It used to be one, now they've made it twice.
Oh, poor
Mark-
Yeah,
thing.
we only
Mark's
go
free.
twice.
I'm free.
You're twice.
I'm twice, but we go in like
Tuesday, Thursday.
Wednesday, Thursday.
But I went in. No. But I went this week. I went in Monday, and then I'm off. I was off today, so I went Monday in, home Tuesday, off shift today, Thursday. So Monday, Thursday. But I always go on Thursday.
I like going on Friday.
Ew.
There's no-
Yeah, I don't.
there's
Oh,
no
never
office,
that.
So I ain't got to talk to people.
That was
I ain't
Monday.
gotta laugh at
That was
people's
Monday.
jokes.
Monday was empty. There was like 4 of us.
Monday's nice for that.
Okay.
Just
Monday
can't
I
get
left
along with
early.
people. I'll go in the
Yeah,
office
no,
on
for
Monday.
us it's Fridays and Mondays, but I don't want to laugh at people's jokes and like.
Yeah, we can
Kiki
tell.
people
I had
that
a
you don't
HR,
want to
there was a
kiki
HR
with.
moment in my workplace the
Oh,
other day.
Oh boy.
Dear. Let me sit tight.
What with you?
I want to know what you guys think about it as black men.
Oh,
As black men, it's interesting, right?
as black men.
Yeah, so
What about me? Oh, wait, I'm
no,
not-
because
it's
you
not
won't really
from
be
a-
able to relate to it. So it's
Oh,
just,
right.
What,
2024, she
But,
might be.
So we need a
Yes,
penis for
I
this.
identify.
I've
I'm joking.
come into work, and I've been in the office for a while, and one of the managers says to the other manager or other colleague, X, I don't know what her name is. Have you seen the Drake? Have you seen the Drake pictures? The
Drake?
nudes?
Oh.
Oh,
Obviously, cool. Me, we're talking about Lowry's. I'm not
Big
even
sign.
interested. I didn't even want to be in the office. Now I'm in the office hearing conversations about Lowry's.
They were talking about Lowry's, like actual Lowry's,
They're talking
or
about
these
Drake's
kind of
Lowry.
Lowry's.
They're talking about Drake's Lowry, right?
Oh.
are these young girls?
No, like 40-year-old women, like 40. And then one of them
They've
was
been
going,
trying.
one of them was going, ooh, like showed her the picture and she's gone, ooh.
Oh, they're showing in the picture at work.
I think I
She's
know
gone-
what's coming.
But she's gone, ooh.
Literally.
I love that for him. See, this is why I like black guys.
I knew it.
I'm not gonna
I
lie to
knew
you,
something
bro.
like that was
I'm
gonna
not gonna
come.
lie to you. See me, yeah? If I was a problematic person,
I mean, technically, is he?
I'm contacting HR. If I was a
Regardless if he is, that's beside the point.
Can
Your
I-
comment, babes. What?
Can I deviate and
Yeah.
give you a story about something that happened yesterday where I made
Interject,
someone
please,
feel
sir.
very, very uncomfortable?
Yeah.
So
We'll come back to that.
there was about 10 or
She
10 or
whispered
15 minutes after the game yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like 10 or 15 minutes after the game. Yeah, one guy got subbed into the pitch. They got a free kick, like some chubby. But the thing that was annoying me about him was, yeah, like I played against the guy before. He's a very scatty footballer. Like there's no panas.
Oh yeah. Them
So
guys.
he's run on the pitch. First thing he's done when we're setting up, like just where you should stand here, because we're standing on the 18-yard box. He's run into me, and I'm like, bro, how the hell you run into me, yeah? And the free kick's not even active. Yeah, he's like, I didn't see you. I said, bro, I'm the blackest person on the pitch under floodlights. How can you not see me, yeah?
Floodlights.
Right, yeah.
Wow.
He went to say something and paused, yeah? Because he knew
was about to
anything
say-
He was going to get
is
flogged.
imagine.
Yeah, he was about to
My
say-
boy's 6'7", yeah? He looked at me, looked at him, and started laughing. He's like, he knew better. He knew better.
Oh dear.
I don't. You know what it is for me, like, because this is why I don't like the whole office environment or even the environment
People are too familiar.
around them kind of people. Because when I used to work
I've
in,
got a story. Oh my god.
I can actually say this place, but Curry's, Cambridge, right?
CC.
They were three racist things they would do at the time, but my mind wasn't really on that kind of. I wasn't really noticing. So they'll call me G Unit instead of calling me Gabriel. Right?
Ooh,
Right? They would.
because the G is for
Why-
gorilla.
Yeah, why would it be G Unit?
They wouldn't know it was a
But I
gorilla.
think it's more so the fact
It's
that
G-Units,
they knew I was involved in music.
But they also
But
they
don't-
would
I
know
could
that
have
it's a
been singer,
gorilla.
I could have been in rock. They didn't
That's
really
black
know much, but they just called me
association still in
G-Unit.
some sort of way.
Right? When they used
In
to
every
see
way.
me, it's not a handshake or a
Spud.
It's a spud.
It's a spud. So
But you know, dude,
these-
whenever people who are
I'm like
like,
Yeah.
and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, whenever people who are like not of the culture, or I can tell didn't grow up in the same or similar environments to me, when they go to spud me, I put my hand out to shake their hand.
Yeah.
Because like, for me, it's one of the ones where like, you see when you're on the street and people doing market research, everyone else gets called sir. Oh, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, bro? Yeah.
My brethren,
I
me
mean,
and you,
you're not my bro.
I don't know who you are. Approach me with the same level of respect and manner you'd approach
I don't
my
know
man
you
there,
from
sir.
Adam.
And then
Like-
there was the two other things is there was four things, sorry. They used to talk about Gabriel smelling like chocolate again today, right? And it was a running joke because I used to use cocoa bar. So imagine it was a Boots next door to me, right? It was a Boots next door
I'm
to
kicking someone in their
me.
face.
On my birthday,
I would have asked him, are you
on
fucking
my
good?
birthday,
Excuse my
you know what
language.
they've done? They've gone to Boots and they've bought bare cocoa bars. All of them.
Wow.
It's just bought bare cocoa
This,
bars.
by the way, I don't believe in microaggressions. This is like the extreme end of
Extreme.
microaggressions.
And then the fourth thing is the craziest thing, right? There was a guy that used to work with. He started this whole not rumor, but this whole can't say because it's a viable thing for him to say, innit? He used to call me, yeah, Big Dick Gabriel.
Fuck off.
BDG.
But-
Fuck called you BDG.
I'm the,
B-
only,
the BDG.
I'm the
Man,
only,
like the DDG.
but I'm the only black
Like the
person,
BFG,
I'm the only
BDG.
black person there.
Wow.
So that's why I'm
What,
getting
what
that
was it?
title.
Silver Big Black Giant?
Huh?
What? But I literally remixed it. What did you say it was? The B what?
BDG.
They used to call me Big Dick Gabriel, Big Dick Gabriel. Even to the extent, one of the managers I remember at the time, Her name was Corinne. She was like,
What?
why do you keep calling him that? Have you guys seen his dick or something?
I would say the same
Oh.
thing. What?
And it was weird, but at the time all these things are happening, but I've never really been around white people like that.
It's not great.
Especially from outside of London. But I don't know, man. Them men have a fascination with our joints. I don't know
They
what it is.
do. It's
the
not.
men
It's not
and the
okay.
women. It's crazy to me. I don't know, man.
Did you feel like a superstar?
No, because
I was just listening to
I'm
that.
not. This is the thing. Like, my joint can be small. My joint can be big. I don't care.
Hey, yo,
Like,
we
it's got nothing-
we don't need to know.
We ain't need to go and retell it, boy, because
My thing is,
Hey, Gabriel, look at me. Wait, I'm not your gal. Tech time. Tech time.
My thing is, it's the. I think them referring to black people have big this, big that. For me, it's disrespectful.
I think it is.
I think it's disrespectful.
I know
because
it
it's the
is.
thing, right? This is what I was having.
It's
a
a
conversation with my
stereotypes.
friend.
It's a
And I
bad
said,
stereotype.
even when you look at like the whole fetish when it comes to pee, corn, right? Cool.
What?
The whole fetish with the whole black people and corn,
Oh.
right? It's never. It's this is me having a conversation with a sex worker, and she said, if you realize, right, when it's that type of black guy, they pick a certain type of white girl, and it's always this type of black guy destroys
My small blonde
this
hair.
type of white,
Yeah.
and the captions are
The
always
dominance.
And for me, it goes back to slavery. For me, it's much deeper than that. Trying to paint us as these strong, brute, aggressive hypersexual. Nah.
Do you remember in football?
When
they had this conversation about Yaya Toure about 7-8 years ago, yeah? When I was like, he could do what like your David Silva and the rest of them, but you would never say like he's a magician or something. You would say like a beast, strength, monster. Yeah, like that. You the same language is not used. Like obviously, if I was Muslim and people use the word wizard, it's disrespectful anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just the language of when you think. Well, also talk about like black footballers, and we talk about the P&P, like pace and power. Right, yeah. Like, you don't ever hear them mention a white guy who's quick and strong with pace and power.
Do you know it's interesting because Carragher the other day was speaking about Kanate, and he referred to Kanate as a big unit. And you know the thing with me, it's like...
That's not as bad.
It's not as bad, but then my thing is...
But it delves into the stereotypes.
There's defenders than Kanate, in the Premier League.
But he's not. He's not, but when he's saying big unit, he's not talking about height. He's talking about...
I know, but
that guy's squared off, bro.
But even back in the day, there was the Titus Brambles, there was the...
Clumsy.
Right? It was always...
Captain Clumsy, bruv.
He was the worst one. No, I remember Ella Kobe. Fuck.
Chaos, oh God.
He was a Hendrix. Nah, that's crazy. But yeah, man.
Time.
I should have called HR, but I'm not that kind of person.
HR.
But I just feel like,
To answer your question, yeah?
Yeah.
For me, I am one of those people that if I'm not cool with you or I feel like the conversation is a bit mad and I feel like it's going to get problematic, I will make you feel incredibly uncomfortable in that situation before to make like... Because HR is the option, but I want you to understand why what you said was extremely problematic.
Yeah, because if the shoe was on the other foot...
There's no... I don't think there's an equivalent to it.
There isn't.
But I think it's more like...
No, there is.
misogyny in a thing of like talking down to women in that sense. But I think for us, we have to be a bit more like, because you know we spoke about this before about like holding people accountable and gatekeeping and rah and the rest. In that situation, you got to make people feel uncomfortable about what they said because you're at work. So those are the type of conversations you don't have. Like at work, when people say certain things, at least they whisper it.
Yeah.
Like they whisper it where it's just like, okay.
You're showing pictures. Nah.
For me, it's like, I don't know, man. I just feel as if the image of black men.
Your office is on the skirts of London, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. There's your
Yep.
answer.
I think, but I just think in general, I think the image of black
It's a fetish.
it has to change.
It's
like,
fetish.
and
No,
I'm
but
talking with everything.
I don't think it's going to change.
It's fetishism.
Even with like how cool they see us and stuff like that, everything has to change. They need to start looking at us a bit different. So every time I hear them say things like that, I'm like, raw, like, what? I'm here and you're saying this like you think it's normal.
Was it?
Like,
I think
it's crazy to me.
Paul Mooney said it the best. Everybody wants to be at N.
Until it's time to be one.
Yeah.
Imagine because there was like it was B.E.T, and I think MGK has gone. Yeah, that's why I love black girls because they suck dick the best.
Jesus
right?
Christ.
But he
Wow.
said that on the red carpet. Now, One of the black girls just walked past him and screwed him. Like, what? Like, and he was like, why are you looking at me like that for, you bitch? And he stuck it on her. My thing is, I don't know how he's gotten away with that. Now, even if that is the truth, that black women do it the best or whatever it is.
It's not something you say.
It's not something you say. And why are you minimizing how great black women are to that?
Yeah.
And then you've got to marry the white woman. Now you're with a white woman, so shut up. It was all that. So it's like, nothing you were saying was genuine. And you said it. And he said it so boldly on the red carpet. It's like, bro, I don't know, man. Sometimes, I don't know, man. I think, I don't know, man. As a culture, I think we got to do better to get people to change the image they have on us and check people for what they say. Because even me, like, when I told Richie about it, like, bro, why didn't you check that? I'm like, bro, I'm at work, I'm tired.
But I also think this is
but
kind
I'm
of,
usually confrontational, so I would have usually...
But I think
like,
this also
what
goes
do you
back to, you know, when you hear something so outlandish and audacious,
can't believe
you're
it.
kind of just like, what?
It's
It's
shock.
not even so much like you wouldn't address it, but it's more like, raw, like the brazenness for you to have this conversation. Kind of, even as we're on that topic about the black men and the rest of that stuff, or just the man in general.
Mm-hmm.
Kay had a topic. Sorry, my mind is absolutely fried. Kay had a topic regarding male sexual desire.
Yeah. I was just, yeah. So, I'm just going to pay. Yeah, okay. I wanted to ask a question. And pay or fair?
How do you want it to? How do you feel? Growing up when the past ain't hungry.
How do you want it? How you feel?
It's crazy. It's so crazy. That's so...
Oh, my back.
Post...
My body's really stiff.
That's Machiavelli.
Post Death Row Tupac is very different to Tupac before Death Row.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he was more on it like that. That song was Death Row Tupac.
Yeah, he was more like make love to your woman kind of music, and then now it's just...
It's like a video where it's like he was talking about, they were like, he was like, I can't believe they call our women bitches. And then the next video, man, she's a bitch, fuck that bitch. I'm like,
yeah.
Yo!
It's so crazy, right? Yeah, man.
No one from keep your head up to something.
Yeah, exactly, right.
So I fucked you up.
Even Keep Your Head Up was made. That was Death Row.
That wasn't Death Row.
No, it wasn't.
Before.
He made that because that's when he came out of jail. On
The afro.
Yeah, because of the charge.
You should have known man was robbed anyway when you realised he was bald by choice.
Yeah, that.
No, but you went to that girl, she tried to say he's got alopecia. No, Jada. You try to say...
Kadia.
So yeah, basically, I just wanted to ask. I was thinking about this the other day, and I saw a post on it. But my question on this, and then I'll give context, is: are men from an early age, are they made to feel ashamed of their sexual desires, or overly sexualized in certain ways that don't deem very obvious?
Men are born with this insatiable, uncontrollable
Jordan.
desire to
Yeah.
I liked what you said.
I believe that roughly men and women have similar desires, but one thing that doesn't get spoken about enough is the brutalization and the repression of boys' relationships with sexuality as children. Men have been abused as boys. I hear about it all the time. There'll never be a statistic about it because men will never fucking tell you unless you're fucking close to them. I think it's done by men and women, and I think the ripple effects of these boys who've been abused becoming men is this kind of behaviour, is this disdain, and this inability to measure their own sexual desires. And then women have been through this too, right? But feminism has done such amazing things in this regard. The shame that is put on boys the second that masturbation or awareness of the penis even comes around is nuts. Like, what dad is sitting down talking to his son about masturbation? No one. Because everyone thinks it's funny or like it's disgusting. That's the vibe. That you have this shame attached to you from early. And even when that hasn't happened, those same boys are also over-sexualized by society. I know girls all the time will see a little 5-6-year-old boy and be like, oh, how's my future boyfriend? I seen a mother the other day, the kid must have been 3, crawling over a woman on a different table, and she went, don't mind him, he's just flirting.
Do you know what I mean? So, and when I watched that, I was like, I think in that sense, a lot of people overlook it as sexualizing or over-sexualizing little boys from young because they're boys. But if it was a girl, it would be deemed upon as a bit different, like something different. So yeah, that was my that was my opinion on it. But obviously, as men, as our young kings, I wanted your opinion.
Marcus?
I saw that post a couple of weeks ago or a week ago. I agree with him. I don't think the discussion of like young boys being sexualized at a young age is not talked about enough.
Bieber? Mm-hmm. Have you seen a video of Bieber and
Kim K?
No, not Kim K. Katy Perry, and she's ripping off a man's shirt when he was like probably like 15 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then she tried to kiss him. Like, it's a bit mad, but go on, sorry.
There's other videos. I think the interview with I forgot who it was with, and you can tell Bieber was not comfortable with
That's
it.
why Bieber looked after. That's why Bieber was so like adamant about the whole Billie Eilish thing, because he understood what it was like when he first came into the industry.
It's not
Yeah.
spoken about enough. Even when you have like these young boys who go on to sing or whatever, or actors and stuff, like they're made to either sing songs, sexualize songs, and be like sex symbols at a young age, and you're just thinking
Heartthrobs and all of that.
and then it's a lot of pressure for them.
Bow Wow.
Where my doors at? And he was
So-
really young. From that video as well. From
Well,
that
women
song.
were always playing as love
Yeah.
interests in the music videos. And I used to think, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Guy was
So we don't even know what they've seen, what they've what's gone on with their
People
lives
don't
and stuff
think
like that.
about it.
But it's not spoke about enough. Obviously the sexual abuse as well. That's not spoke about enough because it's not. I won't say it's not an in thing, but like you said, like what guys can talk about it.
People don't care about mental health, bro. I said it from before. People like the guise of mental health, as in like.
And that's where it stems from.
There's a
as well.
topic that I've written down anyway, which we'll talk about this. Talk about later on as well. But I think I've always said this about when it comes to mental health. People like the idea of being mental health advocates until someone else's mental health starts to affect their day to day. As in, like, okay, cool, my brethren's going through it. Yeah, I'm a support blanket. Or you know what, they're being really annoying today. I don't have the capacity to manage that. Even if you look at this country with mental health, a lot of the people who are homeless or people who are going through it have like a high level of PTSD, which kind of boils into mental health and the rest of that stuff. And do you see people helping them know they're living on the streets or they're sending a big issue?
Yeah.
Like, and some of them are like war vets. So you're looking at like, that's not on the general person. That's for your country to protect you from those things. To go back to like the topic of what Kay brought up, like for me, at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with sexual desire, but ultimately, if you're not teaching people how to manage their desire, those things can become very dangerous. Like, there's always a term that I learned as I got older, which was, mums love their sons and raise their daughters. So the verbiage of what you would say to a little boy would be like, oh yeah, little heartthrob, or oh, he's got bad girlfriends in school and the rest of that stuff. Whereas,
Or he's just being a boy.
yeah, you're holding Jack the Lad, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Whereas you're holding a woman to a higher standard than what you hold men. So then now when you're looking at it where a lot of women are saying, oh, this guy lacks emotional maturity, he doesn't have the capacity to form lasting relationship. All these things happen from like inflating an ego of someone and their self-worth without actively telling them why certain things they're doing and why their behaviors are extremely problematic. You can, in the world we're living in now, you can be progressive, but in being progressive, you also have to understand why behaviors of both sides can be problematic and whether it's done in a way which is beneficial to that person or beneficial to a collective of people. But that's my take on it. Like, I don't think Jordan, Rizzle on it, I don't think anything you said was wrong at all.
I don't. When I obviously it's not things like that. As a female, I always like to see the men's side of things in terms of like everyone talks about mental health and women's mental health and single mums and stuff like that. But I always try to relay that back towards men and how men's mental health feels like for young boys and how they handle things like how they handle simple things, not simple things, but things like a broken home or like
Sorry, I'm very childish when you said that.
what?
I'm so childish. A grime lyric came up.
So dumb.
You know what
A
song it is?
broken home or what is it? Not unactive parents,
From
like
broken homes and
absent
baseball bats and
parents.
broken phones and
God, absent parents, stuff like that. So, and yeah, I don't disagree. I think the whole thing about as well, just making young boys seem to feel like, you know, them exploring their body and stuff when they're young is seen as dirty and things like that. When women are encouraged to do that, like encouraged to explore your body, obviously at a certain age, learn about this, learn about that. But with boys, it's like, oh, dirty little boy, can't. Do you know what I mean? You know, I have young nephews. I put an S on that because my partner's got a lot of young nephews as well. But between us, there's a lot of young guys or young boys, I should say, that, you know, we're help raising. And for me, obviously, I think I speak about it enough as well. My nephew's he's like my child. It's like my second child. I'm like his second mum, I should say. And anything that I could teach him or support him in life, I'm going to do. Like, I'm not going to watch, like, him as a young boy grow up, like, confused or feeling ashamed of stuff like that. So that's another reason. Plus, a lot of my close male friends, including you guys, I care about that kind of stuff. So, and I don't think, and I will say, I don't think a lot of females do. I feel like in that sense, you do get a lot of females that are quite self-centered in the sense that they don't give a shit about, they might say it, oh yeah, it's a new trend, men's mental health, but they don't actually give two
Keyword
fucks.
is trend in that.
That's what I'm saying. It's men's mental health. That's a buzz phrase. Yeah. Buzz foods, buzzwords, buzz phrase. For some people it is. And they speak on it because it might be trending. But do you actually really care about it? Do you sit there and think about how's this affecting the men in your life, or how's this affecting the young men that you might be bringing up or have been brought up in your family? So yeah, no, that, for me, especially obviously my brother deals with a lot of mental health as well. So, you know, that's a...
Do you think sometimes it's a case of like, just as for men to just put on a brave face and just get on with it?
Yeah. My brother does it all the time.
Rather than dealing with it.
He's like, I'm good, man. I'm good. And I'm like, I know you're not good, but I'm not going to try and force things out of you. I'm going to talk to you when you want me to talk to you, but...
Wait, how old is your brother again? 26.
He's 27.
Yeah.
Who will be...
It's mad, isn't it? I got bare siblings. I know everything on their ages. It's mad. She got two siblings struggling.
It stops because, do you know why? The years go by. They grow so fast.
I know exactly how old all of my siblings are, so that's bad.
But yeah, 26.
You don't?
No, not all of them.
That's mad.
You don't, or you do?
How many siblings do you have? How many siblings do you have?
5.
How many siblings do you have?
2.
I'm one of 8, and I remember every single... Yeah, that's poor.
Yep, nah, it's not that I don't remember. Sometimes it slips my mind. I obviously do know how old he is. Sometimes I'm like, how old's my sister again?
The reason why I asked that
I actually remember.
The reason why I asked that is because I can't speak for the younger age group. Like, in fairness, my brother's the same, and he's like the Gen Z batch. But I was raised with the mentality of don't complain, just sort it out. Just do it, right? Yeah, like, and it's not like, because for me, crying, I can't cry about it. Like, nothing changes. I'm just getting upset about it. Like, find a resolution.
We need a
Just
resolution.
do it. Yeah, just crack on. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, I think when Colin was here last, we had a conversation about
S.
S.
I don't know who Colin is.
Oh, is it Collins?
Oh,
Yes.
talking about your...
Oh, swear.
I thought he was talking about one of his friends called
I've never
Colin.
met someone called with the X. That's crazy.
No manners.
You
So-
think a West African youth's name is Colin?
You never
I've
heard
never met a West African with that kind of name anyway.
Including yours, I know
That's
about
the
3
first-
Collins.
Furthermore, yeah, that is
Collins
the
is
first
Collins.
black person I've met with a name even similar to that. Like, definitely not like West Africans. Ghanaians call their kids like Benjamin.
I know.
Derek.
I know.
I know a
we
couple
got-
guys.
I know a
called
couple
Collins.
man called Benjamin still that's
Yeah.
going in. So yeah.
Nigerians don't do stuff like that. Like usually we wouldn't. But yeah, no.
But Colin's also half.
He's half. Yeah.
Banks.
But I know he's
He's more Nigerian than
he's
Ghanaian.
more,
Yeah.
That's what makes me happy.
That's what Gav's trying to find. He's more like...
Like even when I go through his page and the Afrobeat songs he posts, like he posts
All Nigerian,
proper
all
old
Yoruba
school
ones, yeah.
the Yoruba ones. But we had that conversation about as kids, as little boys, right? People didn't respect our boundaries, our personal boundaries. So even when women greet like little boys, they're all in their face and kissing them and da. When I was a kid, my aunties would, oh, my boyfriend, my this, rush up to me, kiss me, hold all this weird stuff. That was weird.
Stop. touching me.
But this is them not respecting my boundaries because as a man, it's just. Do you get what I'm
A little Kim, yeah.
But I think of it like if I was if the uncles weren't doing that to the little girls in like I didn't see the uncles pick up the little girls, my wife, kiss her. These things weren't happening. So yeah, man, I think the way like they look at men and sexuality is completely different. I don't think people care. Like my friend was talking to me about being raised in Jamaica, and he was talking about Gallus culture, right?
Oh, you know about that, innit? You're raised in Jamaica.
Yeah, of course, you know. You know what I'm saying? Back of your head. You know what I'm saying? And I found out my cathedral.
why I bothered.
The parish, I mean.
Huh?
Yo, that was bad. Recent hair, that good.
I heard what you said. I was waiting to. No, I heard what you said. I was like, continue your story.
But I mean, he was talking about like Gallus culture, and how that's how the majority of young boys from his era was raised, and how they were raised, and the women used to raise them like that, and the men used to raise them like that. And I was just like, that's crazy, man. Young boys don't even get like to the extent where like women will be like, oh, men just think of their dicks. Men just.
Yeah,
No, we don't. We want to chill. Like, especially when you get older, you want to chill, bro. You're not like.
You want peace.
You want peace.
Touching on that as well. Sorry.
And that piece
Beg
too.
your pardon?
Peace of mind.
No, not you. Her.
I said touching on that. Sorry.
Ooh.
Piggybacking off of the back of what you've said. Yeah. Am I allowed to say that? Piggybacking off of that.
Talk.
Anyway, it's another thing when like girls expect everything on a man's brain to be sex. It's like, and it's a thing that.
Well, like treated like a piece of meat.
Yeah, it's a thing that women are either it's embedded in their brain or they're taught from. Because I had learned very early that wasn't always the case with men. But at one point when I was really young, I would probably say maybe around 16, 17, I used to think that's all that men think about, because it was a thing. And then when I actually started to understand more about men, guys and stuff, bro, you know that sometimes the most they're probably thinking about is probably what they're going to eat, what game they're going to play when they get home on their PlayStation, or football.
Yeah, football.
9 times out of 10, a girl wakes up in the morning and she sees her man's already on his phone. She's thinking he's talking to a woman. No, he's probably doing an ACCA, or he's probably doing his fantasy team. That is literally like what goes on in their brains most of the time.
It was Reese that was talking about it.
Like,
he said it previously, and he was like, people don't understand, yeah. Pause, the convo's a bit of a pause convo, but you see with women, right? Even if a woman, right, is not ready to go, right? She's not ready to do whatever.
Oh, right? The business.
Yeah? Slap on a lube and it can run. Yeah? It can run. Right?
Yeah, I know.
It's not desirable. It might not be desirable, but it can run. Right? With men, it's actually blood flow. Yeah. Right? It's actually blood flow. So it's more than just
an impulsive
women think, oh, men are horny all the time.
Yeah.
You can just get it up.
No. Sometimes you need to marinate the meat.
So when you see,
I think all the time.
See that? Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
do you know that made me laugh? Because Reese went.
No, but do you know what it is? You see these podcasts.
Like KDB, tech time, bruv.
You see these female podcasts, right? And it's like, if my man's not hard, then that means he doesn't like me. I'll get a new man. Or if your man's not hard, he doesn't.
Hey, he may not be thinking about sex.
You know what? He might actually just be tired.
I don't entertain things like that.
He might actually be tired. If his brain is tired, the last thing he's going to think about is where to be.
Might be tired.
I'll give you an example.
Stress. I do feel sorry for men sometimes. I'm like, right, you're women a bit mad.
So the girl I used to talk to, yeah, and I remember when she sent me a video of just asking people about women's periods, but I think it was in another country about women's flow of pregnancy and just periods and whatever. And I just asking random men on the street and asking them questions, and they didn't know the answer. And the girl's gone to me, this is the problem, what's wrong with men? People like this will vote on women's rights. And I was like, no, because most women's rights kind of go through Congress and the rest of that stuff. Like, it doesn't go through like
she
the
said
average.
It to the wrong person.
The average man. But it was like, oh yeah, but there's a lot more intricacies to women's bodies. I said, I understand that. But I said, women also speak on things about men's bodies that they don't necessarily know or understand. Right, yeah, like, women will grab a man's joint and move around like it's a joystick. Bro, it can snap. Like, take time.
It can snap.
I don't understand how people do that, you know. Still.
We don't know about yours, okay?
Onions. What's it called? Carrots and onions. That's the
I don't know that version, but yeah, I hear what you're saying.
That's a East London slang, carrots and onions.
I'm not from East. You went to them too.
But I've been around a couple of East London people. And
Marcus?
You say carrots.
It's not very.
I was waiting for you to finish.
It's a Cockney slang. It's an old Cockney
What do you
slang.
understand? But the thing is, go on.
Onions are
Why are you
sensitive.
That?
They're mad sensitive. Like you can't just.
They are.
Just do it, bro. There's conversations that
It sounds like you're speaking from experience there,
No, but there's conversations that I like. It's not from experience, guys. There's conversations that random have about being back in the day, like when you're young, and you're in a cinema, and you can't do anything when you're with a girl.
So am I doing popcorn trick, bro?
I was just about to say
and then she's
popcorn
trick.
trick.
But then she's trying to start fire, and it's like you don't take
mad friction.
Yeah, like you don't even understand what you're doing.
Have you not seen the new Dune? Sorry, I'm so sorry. Have you seen the new? You know the movie Dune?
Yeah, I'll put that in the
Is it
group.
you, the popcorn?
Yeah.
Oh, listen. Yeah, it was you. I remember now that you sent it. That's what it reminded me.
No, that's the thing. I didn't like. I think people have made this the bigger thing than it has to be. Yeah, where it's like, okay, cool. Like, men do it where they'll shame women for certain things, and women have started to do it as well in the last couple of years or couple of months or whatever.
Gender wars.
Right, yeah, and it goes into that. Listen, I'm gonna act like I know everything about a woman's lower region or her body and the rest of that stuff and everything. I know enough, right? Yeah, I know enough to get by. I know a lot about like obviously the pregnancy things and Braxton Hicks and rah and trimesters and that. But I've got
still learning. He learns.
But I've also got bare siblings, so it's kind of like it's kind of been ingrained in me and the rest of that stuff. But I also understand that I know that because I've wanted to know that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Just for like educational purposes as I've gotten older. But the sex thing, for example, right? Yeah. My issue with that conversation is people. What's that word that I really like? It's not homogenous. It's monolith.
Oh.
Like the sexual experience for people is not the flipping same. It's not.
Thank you.
Oh my god. It's literally that, bro. Sorry, no.
And people don't get to know each other in that way. Just because it worked on your ex or whatever doesn't mean it's gonna work on me.
Yeah, I don't think the yanking thing would work with anyone unless you're.
Don't be yanking man's things.
You know what? One thing I really hate about like obviously I see this a lot now. That I'll go through like the. Oh no, I can't say that.
You go through what, Gabs?
Random question. Did you know that the Nigerian girl Grace Ayoji, the YouTube girl, is sisters with Madam Joyce?
But you know what they talk.
Yeah, I saw that today.
Excuse me, pardon. Sorry, what? Grace Ajolore and Madam Joyce are sisters.
Yes.
Shut up.
Talk the same though.
Yeah.
Grace is the older sister.
Shut
Madam
up.
Joyce is the younger sister. Yeah.
I knew Grace had sisters. No, I knew she had a sister or sisters because they was on and off featured in like a very, very first old videos back in the day. They're actual sisters. Mad
Wait, how did we get here
But
talking about
continue.
joints and then...
No, sorry, I just
Sorry.
But go on.
I have to Google that now.
So, one thing I really hate is these one thing I can't stand. Yeah, there's two things. I never when there's a conversation in a room about sex, I never get involved.
I don't speak.
I never want to get involved. I never want to talk, and I'll tell you why. Because certain people say certain things that are scary that actually is but it's like, yo, bro, did you just say that? That's bro. But cool. And then everyone knows what they're doing. Everyone is the best.
Yeah.
When you listen to these podcasts, every guy's the best, every woman. This is how you do this. I know how to get a man off all the time. Listen, 99.9% of the time, guess what? If a man wants to, he's gonna nut. It has nothing to do with you idiot. Like, if he wants to do it, he's going to do it. Sometimes he just wants to stop. Then he's like, you know what? Let me not even try hold it.
Mark.
I've got something to do. Like, people don't even know about them sort of things. Like, women think, oh yeah, I get a man off all the time.
He could be thinking of someone else.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't even know.
I remember someone said to me, when people say, the thing is, you have to, like, when it comes to, like, those type of conversations, because people always say to me, are you uncomfortable talking about sex? I said, it's not so much that I'm uncomfortable talking about sex. I just don't think it's a conversation I need to have.
Yeah,
and even when I was a teenager, I didn't need to have, but even as a teenager, I just didn't feel the need to have those conversations. So it's like, oh, do you think you're good at sex? I was like, I'm alright. There's like, oh, that's not really like a.
What do you want me to say?
I'm
a bad man. Like what?
The thing about that when I say I'm alright, I say it more from not even
Bad
a
man
humble
would have
thing,
the
yeah.
team.
Being good at sex is subjective to the person. Because ultimately, not every key opens every lock.
Exactly.
Right, yeah? So I'm like, yeah, I'm alright, I do my thing, yeah? And they're like, oh, it's not really giving confidence. I was like, so imagine I come in and start going, yeah, I'm all like this. then I give a mediocre performance.
Yeah.
But then the loudest person in the room is usually the less.
Thank you.
So what? You can't win. So this is why, like, certain conversations, I don't believe in partaking in, because it's like every girl's got the tightest whatever. Every guy's got the whatever joint. Every guy's doing the madness. Every girl, bro, shut up. It's not possible. It's actually not. It was a. Oh my days! The English Frank lyric.
The girl with the tightest.
Where he talks about. I can't remember what he said. He was talking about how everyone's talking about they've got a 9, and everyone's talking about this. But if that was the case, everyone would be getting bodied, and no one's getting bodied like that.
Yeah,
so
I've heard that. Yeah,
it's all a bunch of not. And one thing about me is I don't like being in the conversation with people stroking their own egos.
And that's what it is, though.
Like, more time I'll be in a room.
He's used the words.
My mum was taking that somewhere else. I'm so sorry.
No, but you know what? He paused on it. I knew what he meant, and then he paused, and he rewrote the sentence, and I was like, okay,
yeah.
cool.
I'll be in a room with people, right, and
stroking their egos.
Tech time.
No one will know anything of what I do. No one will know I'm involved in music. No one will know I write. No one will know these things. And then here comes one of my friends. You know he's like the coldest writer. You know, shut up. I'm not. Bro, I'm not.
You don't care about the limelight, bro. I just hate to do my job.
I don't.
You just want to do your business and done.
It's like the people that talk the most and blah blah. They don't do nothing. They don't do nothing. It's just all.
They just chat.
Yeah, man. Stop listening to these podcasters about guys talking about how to make a woman this and get women talking about how to make a man. Shut up, bro. Shut up, because not everyone's the same.
I don't believe in all that, you know. What? Like, I know that there's some people that are like sex positive and stuff, and they talk about, oh, try this in the bedroom. So I don't think I've ever.
How about you just talk to your partner about it?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really took that seriously. Like,
how to make a girl.
That doesn't make. No, it's not true.
Do that. I'm like, bro,
it's not true.
Not everyone's the same.
Because I've been with guys that would have tried one thing that might have worked for their last girl,
but it ain't working for you.
And I'm like, I've had the conversation. I've been like, I'm not saying it's not nice, but it might not get me to where you want it to get me to.
I put my hand up. I've had bad performances.
But
you have. You got to charge it, bro.
Everyone, yeah.
You got to charge it.
Bro,
there's nothing wrong with a bad performance.
When Messi could drop stinkers, I'm alright, bro.
It's not.
You're a joke, man.
It's not. Yeah, but it's not all the time you gotta be man of the match.
Bro, I've seen AC Milan, prime AC Milan.
That's so true. If he was man of the match every single time, I'd be
Liverpool
like,
score 3 goals.
No, you'd be rattled.
Our forwards were Milan Barros.
What's going on there?
Kadia, if you had a man that gave you man of the match performance every single time, yeah, the Jude Bellingham effect, you'd be rattled. You'd be wondering why man's behind you like this every minute.
Yeah, no, man. Sometimes I want a performance to not go as well, and you know what? You're gonna charge it. I'll be like, yeah, because I know next time you're gonna want it.
Is that real though?
No, it's so true. If you have a bad performance, just naturally you're gonna be. It won't be. I won't say bad.
More time if you're dealing with someone anyway. If there's a bad performance, okay, cool. I'm dealing with you, like it's.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, when you're together, it don't make no difference. I guess maybe when you're brand new, it's like, oh.
But this is the thing. I think
oh dear.
Yeah, when you're brand new, you're still, you know.
You have.
When you're brand new,
there still could be transfers. So therefore, you know, you still need to perform.
Open, though, to give people chances.
I was talking about transfers, yeah.
Hey.
Shout out Messi, by the way. Sorry.
This guy's an idiot.
You're an idiot.
So,
yeah, I have too.
Mark had a topic about conjoined twins.
No,
Katie.
Is it you?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah. I was meant to mention this a couple of weeks ago, but I forgot. So basically, I don't know if you know about. Oh my god, I ain't wearing my glasses. It's embarrassing.
Oh lord.
On your forehead.
What?
They are, you know. American conjoined twin and reality TV star, Abby Hensel's. She basically got married. So I don't know, or I know of these conjoined twins, but I think I didn't really know.
One's married, the other one is the other one's just straddling on.
Yeah.
I got questions though.
I didn't know there was reality TV stars until I was reading the things. I was like, oh, this is interesting.
Everyone is.
Huh?
Everyone's reality TV.
Yeah, but I don't know what show they come from and whatever.
We don't care. That's not important.
Anyway, it's basically it says so one twin. Her marriage to her husband has sparked debate as footage of their first dance goes viral on social media. Abby and her sister, Brittany, share all organs below the waist and both are said to want kids in the future. Joss can be seen only kissing his wife, Abby, in their wedding video.
What the hell is that?
So, obviously, you know, it's not something that you should laugh at and whatever because it's,
But I can.
it's people's reality.
You know, there's
And
more
I
to this,
think
by the
it's
way.
more.
There's more to the story, but I'm
There-
going to finish before I tell you.
No, I was gonna say there's more that I've seen over on social media, but what I wanted to get out of it first or ask first is that at a glance it may seem like it's funny and whatever, but
Kind of is.
like how would you deal with that? That's
I
my
wouldn't.
question. I just
wouldn't.
don't know, but obviously I think
I'm
it's
not dealing
different
with that.
because
They need to check
as a
that.
conjoined twin, that's your life.
There's something wrong with the guy.
Yeah, there's something wrong with the guy still. Yeah, when people,
Yeah.
look, you can sugarcoat it.
And I know it's sad because everyone needs someone, but as a conjoined twin, you're probably thinking this is great for me, but
They're sharing the man.
yeah,
Because
he only wants one, but he's got both their.
he might as well. He's
But
in a
they
relationship. He's in a relationship with both of them.
You know what it is?
There's
I
no
think-
way.
No, he's
Say
not.
if they're in an
No,
argument.
he's
Say
not.
if
He's
they're in an
not, though.
argument,
That's the thing
yeah.
that I
Because
think is
My
weird.
girl's right
But
this
Mark,
off.
he's not because
I know- I
know.
Apparently, he said that when the
When they're
women are
talking or
involved in like
What, she puts headphones on or something?
yeah, the woman's like reading a book or something, but they both feel
Yeah,
the
but she's
same,
hearing it.
But they both feel the same sensation.
Yeah.
See, in that case, I'm not saying it's what happens, but because obviously they're two different people, but they share the same body.
Yeah.
So my thing is, you can't. Obviously, I can't tell people how to behave, but I will just naturally think, look, you've started dating a conjoined sister. You might as well just have a thing with both of them, because
I wouldn't be
to
surprised
jump
if they
into that segment itself is odd. It's
then
one body, but
because
it's
then
two
the other thing.
personalities.
Say if the other twin sister has, how's she gonna meet a boyfriend?
She got a man. So what? Now you're married, so you need to share your wife's vag with her sister's new husband. Like, you might as well just be dating both of them because now you're both saying you both want kids in the future. What, you're gonna have kids by the same man? One's gonna be like, okay, do you know what? You get pregnant this year, I'll get pregnant next year. Like,
Take turns, innit?
how we doing that?
It's
How we doing that?
It's risky stuff, man. I don't know what's going on.
Either that or they meet another twin like them, a male twin.
Well, they've met. Well, she's met a man that's.
With things like this, I don't really pay that much attention because at
I
the end of the
don't,
day,
but
it's not
I-
my life. I wouldn't do it.
Everyone is different, and obviously there is
It's just a
someone
bit
out
weird.
there for everyone. And I know that some people might think it's ignorant that we're saying it's weird because we're not in that, but you know what? They're in a
No,
situation,
that's
they're
not
making the
weird.
best
I
of
don't,
it.
listen, I don't think it's weird. I think the only part of the context of that situation is weird is saying that your sister reads a book while
Yeah.
you and your husband are involved in
Coitus.
your happy time. And
You think I can have anyone in the room?
and
What,
then you-
was
and then
she-
you-
was she
and you
reading the
both-
book?
and you both feel the same, and you feel this, and your sister can feel the sensation that you feel. That I think that's the point where I'm
Is
just
that,
like,
is that possible? Like,
People
as a
like-
woman,
I don't know because I don't have a Siamese sibling.
As a woman, I'm asking Katie, like, do you think it's possible for that to happen and you're reading a book, no interest, just.
What do you? No, wait. What do you mean?
As a guy, if you
Oh,
ask
if
me,
as a conjoined,
yeah, like, if you
someone
was
that
a
can
conjoined,
feel it.
yeah, if you was a conjoined twin, like, do you think it's possible for you to turn around and just read a book and get on with your life?
Like,
Turn
I'm
around,
guessing that their
bright
sensation for
eyes.
everything is exactly the same. Like, it's not
So
to
if
say,
it's exactly the same.
like,
yeah.
obviously it sounds weird, but it's not to say she has two vaginas, so maybe she can only feel a fraction
Oh,
of
we ain't
it,
gonna talk about
and the
that
other one could feel. Huh?
We ain't gonna talk about that woman.
No, we're not talking about her.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it, in that case, then no, you can't feel it. Cool, but she
Probably
they
can.
share absolutely everything the waist down. So it's not like you can't feel it, and you do. How are you learning to switch off of that? It might be different
Trauma.
because of how they. It might be different from them because these are questions I would, if it
No,
weren't
as a
too
man, it's
insensitive,
not-
I would really want to know.
As a
They
man,
might feel different about it though because it's like they've learnt to deal with it their whole life. Maybe certain things they can switch
Last
off.
10.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Man said their whole life. No, last 10.
I think as a man, no.
What's that mean? Last 10? Oh yeah, yeah.
As a man, I think as a man is that's scary stuff. I don't want to think about that. What
Me,
is all of that about?
Personally, obviously, I wouldn't be able to.
What?
As a
What?
woman,
Buy one get one free.
be able
Behave
to
yourself.
switch it off.
Oh,
It would make more sense that he is with both of them.
Of course it does.
I said,
No,
But he's only
it
with
wouldn't.
one of
It
them.
For me, it
wouldn't.
would.
It's like them weird. It's like them twins. And I mean, when I say this, I mean this in a respectful way, but it's gonna come across rude. It's like that.
When
man-
people say this,
no,
it's
I know it's
disrespectful.
no, but it's gonna come across rude because I think it's incredibly strange. There are reality TV star twins who are married to the same guy and they're identical, and they're both married to him and they both have sex with him and they both want to have kids by him.
That's weird
So those
because
kids
they've
will
got
be
a choice.
cousins.
They're not together. They're
They'll
not
be
linked
cousins,
like that.
but biologically they'll be siblings.
So there's
That's inbred.
when I
No,
was
it's not.
when I was younger. This was when I was in primary school. Because I remember that I was gonna say the guy's name. I'm so mad, but he showed me a video, and it's two corn stars, but they're sisters, and they do bookings and whatnot together. Like they're too popular. They're quite popular. I won't say their name because I'll have to go into anyway, we'll talk about it afterwards. But I'm the person that you probably met him. But yeah, cool. But yeah, they're two popular corn stars, and they're sisters, and they've done multiple scenes together. For me, stuff like that is crazy to me. So when I think of like even like the whole idea of
It's weird because
running
people
the train
can,
with your boy.
Yeah.
people
Like,
can
it's
separate
wild to me.
it.
For me,
Never
I can't-
understood that.
I've never
I don't
understood
get
it.
it.
I can't like I can't. How am I in the room with another guy's joint out and my joint's out? And how is this happening?
That
People are
threesomes
weird,
and it's
yeah,
two
like,
guys and one
yeah,
girl.
two
I
guys,
don't
get
understand
that's a
it.
beat
They
down.
can
I
somehow
don't even know how that-
separate it
it's-
from separate reality from what's actually going on. So if it's
Must
like,
have a
oh, I'm
strong
doing,
mind.
I don't
Them
understand.
man there
Yeah, but-
are future serial killers.
I always say that. No.
Future serial
I say they're future artists. I say
No,
artists.
that's crazy.
Maybe.
I say artists,
That's
bro.
mad.
I say no, because I think it's weird, bro. I've
is
never
weird.
been so
Well,
hungry.
first of all, I don't think
the way
that's
I would do
because
that.
I said that people call me childish. I don't think you can class that as a threesome, and I was like, why?
a beat
Because I
down.
said my understanding of a threesome is
Is everyone in that is
All three of them.
interacting
are all
Yeah.
intermingling.
Intertwined.
That to me is a
Beat down, bro.
Two sticks and
there's
That's
a
like
there's
a
a term I
form-
can use,
that's a form of
but
a-
I'm not going to use it for what I was known as.
That is a
two
form
two
of
sticks and a
of
donut.
gang-
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Oh.
gang
Thing.
press.
It's a choo choo
Yeah, no,
That's a choo-choo.
I call it gang press. That's what it is.
or battery.
That's what me and one of my
old
colleagues say.
school word,
Without
isn't
saying
it?
the actual
Battery.
word, we call them things choo choo.
I will block what I said anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, what choo choo?
No, that and the other one.
You
I
just
said,
said
yeah.
it. You just said choo choo.
No, and I said the other one, the old school word.
Oh, battery.
It's fine, I'll block that as well.
No, because it's actual word. Like you don't have to.
You don't have to block that.
Yeah, you don't have to block it. Yeah.
That's what I know it as. But then no, I said each to their own, innit? Like I know some of my brothers have said that. Then I said, bro, I can't do it. I said, bro,
Yeah.
I couldn't stay like I couldn't stand the tension with.
No, I find it weird.
It's like you don't even think about it, nah, bro. Because I'm looking up, I've seen another brother there. That's weird, bro.
That's scary behavior, man. Scary behavior.
That's serial killer antics.
Yeah, no, it's scary behavior, man. I don't get. I just don't.
I said I wouldn't be surprised if you men have night terrors, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what you're on. But I'm not on that.
I don't get it. Like even when I see there's these the twins, these two twins as well that they're all over social media. Everyone talks about them.
Black girls.
Yeah, Claremont or whatever.
Yeah, the Claremont twins.
Them
And
will
they
take pictures. And
they look
all
so
like,
normal before, and they've
they-
had so much surgery.
They'll take pictures and they're tonguing each other and weird shit like that, and it's like, bro.
Who?
The Claremont
What?
twins.
Like
Yeah.
they've got their tongues together and their bodies and they're mad close and it's like
Do you know
they
why?
take
Do you know what
sexual
this thing
pictures,
is? Yeah.
No, but
together.
Gabs at the end of the
which
day.
is scary to me.
These
Like,
people
how-
think
a-
sex
who's
sells
allowed
and
this to happen?
No, but
Like,
Gabs,
how-
at the end of the day, addiction is the biggest drug on the market. And
No, not addiction.
attention.
That's the one.
Sorry, attention.
and
Attention,
they
yeah.
like
Even Kim K. What Kim K is what 43, 44? Kim K still has to put out pictures saying yeah, but she still got back. Babes, you don't need to do this.
Bro, you know what someone said?
We
as
all
well?
know.
The
We all know
thought
what's
of
there.
Kim K's mum watching her tape and saying,
We
"This
can make money
angle
off
looks
this."
Best. This shot is best." Include like you know she's she's said the shots that should go in. Bro, what is going on in this world? Like maybe I'm too normal. 'Cause
no,
don't
I
get
wouldn't want any of my parents or family of any sort to be to see an inch.
My boy, it's not even my
An inch
my
of
boy,
anything like that.
My boy and obviously cool.
Let alone
we was
direct
sitting
it.
having a conversation. It was like, how much if someone paid you
And cut.
if someone paid you $3 million for a tape to get your tape out there, blah 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 blah, would you take it? I said no.
No.
Because I've always believed in I'm not hungry for money. You sort that's and don't make the price higher.
Because then after that
it's
is
not gonna change.
yeah. Because then after
I
that,
don't
what do you
think
do
it's
after
gonna-
that?
Yeah, because what do you know what I'm saying? What like
What's the next big thing you're gonna do after that?
do you know what I'm saying? That you can't put a price
On self-respect.
On
And-
self-respect.
yeah, you
Don't tell me you're gonna offer me.
Everyone's like, you
50
can. I said you can't.
No, you
I said
can't.
if you can put a price on it, it
You're
means
solid.
you never cared about.
But then
Yeah,
something.
if
some
you're a
people
solid person,
some people are tapped to
Let
think,
them drive.
yeah, but I can get this and that like when I've earned that money.
Bro.
Yeah,
One
but
thing I've learned, and I'm saying this as someone who well, I don't like to say I do, but suffers from anxiety. One thing I've learned is peace of mind is the best thing, bro.
Man, I'm telling you.
can't buy that.
And you can't buy it. Because the whole thing with anxiety for me is I panic the most when I feel as if I'm losing control or losing control of who I am and losing control. So if I'm gonna do something for money because you've paid me to do it, nah, man, I can't even live with myself after that because it's like, bro, what? Someone gave you money and you did something that you don't agree with.
That's why that Dubai thing creeped me out, bro.
Yeah.
Moving on.
What thing? But Dubai, you said.
Take time. Moving on.
You said Dubai thing.
Take time.
I'm gonna jump one, yeah. Mark, quiet on set.
Yeah, so basically I was gonna lead up to this year. We're 4 months into the year so far. I feel like this year has been a crazy year for exposing stuff.
It's the year of honesty.
And it's crazy. It's been ever since the Cat Williams interview. Like we've had the Diddy
Everything's
raids.
been
We've had
unraveling.
Trump being
Well,
Trump.
no, but you had Diddy for back end of last year.
Yeah, but it's escalated more this year. We've had Trump being Trump, and then now Hollywood is being exposed for like Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon. Is there an M on the end of that?
That sounds like an M, innit?
He said Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon.
Nick. Nickelodeon.
Nicktoons.
So I don't know if do you know much about what's going on there?
I really wanted to bring up, but I haven't actually watched
There's
it.
a documentary.
So
I've watched.
wanted to wait to see it first.
Part 1.
It's
quite scary, man.
A lot of people talk about. I've heard
Because these are child
certain
stars.
things. Yeah, I know. So I was sorry to cut you. I was getting my lashes done the other day, and whilst I was in the parlor, whatever you call it, I was laying down. There was about 4 or 5 women all chatting bits and pieces of what they've seen on this Nickelodeon documentary so far, and I haven't seen it, but I've just obviously from hearing what they were talking about, I've heard some
Because
stuff.
the part that I saw was literally the parents talking about the people behind the scenes, and how comfortable they felt like leaving their kids with them, because they were really cool, and you know they were all together, and then I think one of the people started sending like videos and nudes to one of the kids, and then the child told the mum, and she couldn't believe it, and just things like that is just.
No, when did you think that was okay? Like, why do you? And I never get this, and I never will, obviously, because people are sick. But what is it? What is the fascination with children?
Innocence.
You know what I thought was mad about this year? I think about this year. Like, I have siblings. I have a niece, a nephew, whatever. Right? Yeah, I look at my niece like she's the purest thing I've ever seen in my life. I wouldn't leave my niece with anyone. Anyone. They could be family members. Anyone. Right? Yeah. If it was like, okay, cool. My sister's like, oh, can you look after T for a bit? I'm like, yeah, cool. My niece is staying with me. Right. When I had a game yesterday, my niece walked out with me in my arms, like as we walked out. That's my niece. You know what I'm trying to say? I wouldn't leave her with anyone. Right. The fact of people, I understand that we've heard these stories, the Drew Barrymore stories, and a lot of these other celebrity kids. Like if you're looking at people like Amanda Bynes, Drake Bells, and the rest of that stuff, you man's parents really left your small adolescent under 10-year-old kids with grown ass, pardon my language, blood clot men. Yeah. And then wondered why, and obviously they're quiet kids. Like they're celebrity kids, but they're thing, and then these kids got abused, and you left them there, and then wondered why. Like some people's parents were like, "No, I'm alright. I'm gonna stay here with my child. Why this is like you're not gonna be in awkward places or hot tubs with my child and the rest of that stuff." I think there was an element in the documentary where they wanted to say something about one of the members on there, Dan Schneider, and he asked all the parents to leave, you know, just in a room with. Bro, that's mad. It's actually chaotically crazy. Like pardon me, when you leave, we're not talking about school here, where like people have been checked and you're leaving your child in a school against people who have been like, is it called, not CRB check, it's called, I can't remember what the correct term is.
Oh,
I had one the other day. Well, yeah.
Oh God.
DBS, sorry.
Yeah, that's
a
it.
DBS check, yeah, to make sure like
That's a CRB check, no?
yeah, but
It's a different.
It's a different
type or different version.
I think it's a bit deeper one, isn't it?
When we worked
Right,
with, like when I was coaching, I had to do both.
I've got a
every
DBS
year.
anyway. They one like with those type of situations. One of them ones where you're like, okay, cool, like yes, no, going to nursery, same thing. The element of I want to make my child famous, which in a sense is very creepy anyway. But either or, it is what it is, yeah. But then you're just gonna leave your child around random adults.
Yeah, I know it.
You can't even vouch for what your brethren does behind closed doors. You're gonna just leave your child with some random person you don't know.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Just because they're in
The limelight.
an organisation that that person isn't. Why am I starting so much? That person isn't seen
You're
to
like
be.
Gabriel.
That person isn't seen to be, trusted. Like your kids are the most precious things like you can ever. I wouldn't say own, but the things own, yeah, on this earth.
Create.
And
Create
it's
is the word
like
looking for, not own. Not
create,
slave.
create and just protect, I should say.
Gabriel, you own your kids. You didn't create your kids, you own them. Like slaves.
Objects,
Master.
Who said
Master.
Video.
No, but your
You
kids
can
are
own
the
it,
most,
no?
are the most precious things that
Like
you
it's
can
a house or a
protect.
car.
And I wouldn't mess around with that innocence and that protection. Like that's my job to make sure that you are safe, and
You own them.
my job instantly fails to protect your safety the second I leave you in the hands of someone I do not know properly. That isn't, unless they are a school teacher, because
But then even if I didn't trust them properly, I'm still going to be a bit like paranoid. Like some nurseries, you've got cameras in there so you can watch.
That's what I'm saying. Unless it's in a school facility and stuff where they're meant to be left, and that is, the job role, and you have all your checks and stuff like that, and there are cameras and things like that. Like most nurseries, like parents can watch the cameras 24/7 now. Like, boy.
I think that's problematic. I think that's
problematic.
problematic as well. But from a security element, you're looking at like there's a certain code you put in, and you just want to make sure that you're.
No, you just don't. Then it's just easier for you to worry less and have more and have any doubts, because one of Elle's friends, his partner is very like anxious about she's worried about who she leaves her child with, and I think nursery made her quite anxious and nervous. But then when they learned, well, you know what, you can do settling in, you can do this, obviously there's a camera, you can be able to, she felt more at ease with it, and she finds that she doesn't check it every minute, but she knows it's there.
The option of it being there is
Yeah.
She knows it's there. She
Yeah.
knows, like, do you know what? If you're at home and you're like, shit, I want to know my child is, or I want to call them. Like, you can, if you really want, you can look at the camera. And apparently, he was like, we barely even like check now, because at least we know the options there. And we know they're safe, and we get updates if there's anything serious that's happened, if she's had a fall, or whatever, things like that. And I'm like, that's just child safety and child protection at its best, as how it should be. And back then, you barely had parents that was able to stay. Like back in the day when you didn't have cameras and stuff, you had parents that could obviously stay in the nursery or wait or things like that. And what for child stars, you don't even have that. For that, I would instantly worry. It reminds me of that episode of Atlanta. You know when what's his woman's name?
Man.
What's his woman's name?
I thought you locked up with a man.
What's his woman's name?
Vanessa.
Van, yeah, that's it. And she leaves the little girl. Well, she goes to take the little girl to this acting school. And
Oh,
they
yeah,
make
yeah,
The
that
Tyler Perry episode.
Oh, that one killed me,
fucking
man.
funny.
You know
But
that-
it's just things
You know that
like
Charlie
that.
Gambino dressed up in a mask, innit?
Yeah.
She didn't know that.
Who? Which one?
You know when the person who's
The Tyler-
the
Tyler
that's
Perry wannabe.
Yeah, that's
You didn't know that?
No.
That's Charlie Gambino.
I can see it straight off.
No, I don't think I thought about it.
And
too much. I think
and
I was
the
thinking
old
about
white guy
that.
with the piano.
The fake Michael Jackson
No,
one.
I feel like who's the Tyler Perry guy?
The t-
Who's the guy that he goes? They go to at the very very end.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think.
that's him.
That's
I'm trying to remember now.
That's Donald Glover. That's Charlie Gambino.
And the old, remember the one with the piano?
I feel like the
fake
piano.
Michael Jackson
I
one.
feel like the guy with the
With the
piano
weird
I
house.
knew, but the one that played the white guy, I don't think I realised that was him in the end. Although I did think like, why is his face that? Okay, yeah, it makes sense now, because I knew he was someone that had, like, he had like plastic surgery and stuff just for the scenes and that. But I actually didn't know. Yeah. Anyway, fucking funny. He is absolutely amazing, by the way. Charles Gambino, he's just the best.
We know
Stop
this.
being weird. I'm talking to my girl. Girl? That's your girl. That's a man. Oi, that scene will forever be
you know
funny.
what?
I need to rewatch
I
the
need
whole
to
thing.
I was just about to say I need
Why
to
you think she
rewatch
locked
it.
up here with a man?
Oh shit! I need to rewatch that whole thing. It's just the best.
Alright, cool. We got one more topic before we got to wrap here because we lost out on time today. Ooh, Mark, which one?
Ooh.
California or flying?
California dream.
Let's go with the flying one.
Alright, cool, go on.
Yeah.
Come fly with
I
me.
used to think. Yeah, go.
All right.
Tech time.
Yeah, go. I didn't even know what I was saying.
Oh no.
Don't worry.
She was singing your virgin. I can fly.
Well, I'm not. He's not my brethren, but I'm a big fan of him.
Yeah, we know. So airline is offering
An airline.
and that's what I said.
That's
An
what you
airline.
said, but that's
It's
fine.
not what came out, but okay.
Let me hear what you said, but go on. Tech time. He gets angry and I said, that's what I said. That's not what you said.
That's what I said, though. Well,
It's called all.
Kenya.
what's the Arthur meme? The fist.
Can I finish?
I got it. Oh.
I'm not a gal, bro.
Yeah, boy, you can do. Boy, you can do what you want.
Hey yo. All you can fly.
Sorry.
Plane pass costing less than 500 for the year. Would you do it?
Did they tell you where you can fly? Anyway. Or just what they fly?
Well, it's just the airline will be
what?
offering annual summer and monthly passes to customers, and prices are $476 for the annual pass, $317 for the summer pass, 1st of May to the 30th of September, and from $118 for a monthly pass, 2nd of April to the 2nd of May. It doesn't say it doesn't.
So that's me buying a pass, and it's valid for a certain amount of time, and I can fly
Infinitely.
Yeah.
for only that much.
Yeah.
Of course I would.
I'll be a bit skeptical of the plane though.
No,
Like,
I'm just
what kind of?
If I meant to go, I'll go. I'll do it. Of course I would.
Say if the pilot's meant to go.
Then I'll survive somehow. Whatever's meant to happen to me will happen to me. I can't be fearing things in life, you know.
As long as I
Do what makes you.
As long as I
do
don't
what
want
makes you-
them small
Yeah,
Maltese planes, I'm fine.
yeah.
Them the little plane that wish it could. I'm not on that.
Listen.
Or Budgie. That was the helicopter in his budget. One of them.
No plane could be worse than fucking Ryanair. So, it can, but
Yeah.
I highly
It's
doubt.
worse than Ryanair. No, Ryanair's
No.
garbage.
Wizz Air?
Ryanair's the worst.
Ryanair's
Wizz Air,
worse.
I don't even think it's
No,
worse than
Ryanair's
Ryanair.
garbage. It's garbage.
Ryanair is the worst.
It's garbage.
EasyJet is actually good.
I hate British Airways.
It's not. Huh?
I hate British Airways.
Actually,
No,
I-
Virgin. I hate Virgin.
I actually
I
love
haven't
BA.
been
I was
on-
gonna say I love BA.
I ain't been on BA for a while.
BA is when I went in there for
Who's
Mexico.
the best person to fly with? People. Best company, sorry, to fly with.
I would
Virgin's
say,
probably the best, but their food's garbage.
I would say obviously the most common for us at the moment is BA,
I'm not
especially if you're doing like
yuck.
what?
Garbage food as well. I'm alright.
Oh, BA.
Yeah.
When was the last time we flew BA?
Couple years ago.
I ain't done a long flight for
No,
a while,
I
so
done-
I've not eaten on a.
No, I done Mexico and going there.
I'm not a
Was it
gal.
going?
Take time.
Going? Yeah, going. I think actually no, going and coming back. The food was alright. The food was decent
Oh, BA.
compared to
Have
what.
you
Yeah,
been to Jamaica?
they've changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've all been to Jamaica.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
didn't,
know.
I didn't go
BA
Air
as
Jamaica
well.
though. I think we went BA.
I wish I went.
Yeah, I went
Jamaica.
BA.
No,
I
you
don't.
don't.
I don't know.
That shit's soul plane. Yeah.
What's that
I've
direct, yeah?
never not done. Tell her I know. When I went Grenada, we stopped off in St. Lucia.
I'm nodding, but
They
I
let
have
people
done-
off, and then we went back up, and then
The second
Stopped
time
off
I
in
went to
Grenada.
Jamaica, I done a connecting flight.
Jamaica.
Julie, 2
that
cans in the
your
freezer, geezer.
But yeah, no, BA. I think BA's got better because I've flown with them back then and then flown with them recently, and yeah, no complaints. Everything was on time.
By the
everything
way,
was
your
just
ankle
smooth.
needs a tan, bruv. How's your ankle the same colour as
That's
your
what I just
trainer?
said. They're actually not creamed as well. Like they are creamed. But
Wait,
they're
do you
quite
do you
dry.
actually have an ankle?
No.
It looks like a cough. It's a cough
My
into your
legs
ankle.
are so not creamed.
What a
They're just so
wow!
dry
There is
today.
no ankle. It's all
If you
wow.
look at this
No
one
connecting
compared to
tissue.
this one,
And you were the cheerleader.
no, my
Yeah,
one's
long
there.
day.
It's there.
That's a
But
cankle.
this one, there's no ankle. For last week's my fucking arms. This week's my ankles. Leave me alone, man. I'm trying.
Turn porridge and catch a turn, bruv.
Huh?
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 You heard what I said.
They're so grey. But
Pain.
It's when it gets cold and the
Off
weather
what?
changes. It just
So when it gets cold, you can't bother to cream your legs.
Off brown like Virgil.
they've just gone a little bit dry today. I will admit it. They've gone a bit dry. Yeah.
Did you cream them?
I did this morning.
So 15 hours ago.
Yeah.
Anybody want to say anything before we have to wrap?
It's good to cream your legs.
And the thing is, I'm a person that creams my skin constantly, but I forgot my cream. It's not in my bag, so that is one of the main reasons.
Well, Afro man, you want to add anything before we have to leave?
Man, I just think
When I get high.
Yeah. Everyone have a great week, and yeah, man.
You can get out. You
Appreciate
got a
the
job.
smaller things in life once again.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No, but you can.
Oh
If you guys get high, you can get a
my
job. You can.
gosh.
Shot
I didn't
sending.
even hear it.
No.
I didn't hear it.
I'll tell you when we finish
That's
recording.
respect to you, by the way. That's no. That's like you do your
On the
thing.
podcast, shout out Parkside, won the final yesterday, League Cup winners.
Yeah, big shout.
Ankles are on fire. I'm happy to all the men that played and all the people that came out for us yesterday.
I wish I had ankles.
Yeah, you are.
I just might as well.
This has been episode 195 of DSP Podcast. You find us DSP on all your favourite DSPs, my personal favourite YouTube. You can find Mark, Kadius O's, and Gabriel's information in the description though. You can find the website link, our Spotify music link, the website link, Mark's photography website link, and O's book link. That book should be out soon. I think he's held up on it just for like legal reasons. I'm not sure why. I've been Reese. To my left been
Drinks.
to my right been behind the camera's been.
Gabriel.
Shout out to Jonathan Majors as always. If it ain't snowing,
I'm not going.
Oh my
Damn
gosh,
blood
you
clot,
sound so
right.
damn English.
Peace and blessings, love
I'm
and
not
guidance.
going.
No, what's some of us that talk and live, running?
Yeah, you're never getting that. Because you're not Jamaican.